What's up, everybody? I'm Mark McInerney, President and CEO of Code Mark Financial. Welcome to today's episode of Mortgage Money Genius, where we teach realtors just like you how to get more referrals, be superstar agents, and double your commission by teaching you the Realtor Code. Inside the Realtor Code, we're also going to teach you how to be ninjas and Jedis in everything and anything that is the mortgage experience and teach you all those secrets. Today, we're going to give you demonstration numero dos on the 5-minute pre-qual. We've got a live call coming. Sit back, relax. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
I just wanna be your superstar, 'cause it's not where you're from, it's where you are.
All right, so we are back. Okay, so if you tuned in last time, we actually gave you a live demonstration of what a 5-minute pre-qual might actually look like. Today, I figured we'd actually do it one more again. That's right, one more time. Why? Well, let's just see what it looks like with the variances of different home buyers out there. Last week, we had a gentleman by the name of Sean with an 800 credit score who was making about $170,000, and we kind of did all of our calculations on that of what that might look like. Today, we're going to speak to somebody else. And as unique as everybody is as their fingerprint, this young lady is also going to be different in terms of all of those different pieces. What are those 3 pieces? Freddie, pull those up for him real quick, would you? Remember, we said the 3 pieces were credit, down payment, because you got to have some money, and income, because you got to be able to pay that loan back. Now, with this young lady, we're going to ask those same 3 questions in a phone call, and as we did before with Sean, we're going to ask her permission that whether or not if that's what we can do. So, hang on tight. Let's go ahead and get this Miss Kashanya on the line and see what we got. Right. Here we go. There we go.
Hello?
Kashanya,
Yeah,
it's Mark McInerney. How are you?
great.
Is this a good time to talk?
It is.
Fantastic. So listen, I wanted to first make mention again that we'll make this a very quick call, because at the end of this, I want to be able to still send you to our website if you want to proceed with filling out a loan application. But we call this just a 5-minute pre-qualification where we can get some very general information on you and also be able to answer some of the questions that might be in your mind about the entire loan process along the way. With your permission, I'd like to be able to record this just for some training purposes to share with real estate agents we work with, as well as loan officers that we train in-house. Would that be okay with you?
That's fine. You have my verbal permission?
Oh, well, thank you very much, Kashanya. Okay, so it all starts with credit, Kashanya. Do you have an idea of what your current credit scores look like?
My median credit score is 716.
716. Like that. Great score. Can you tell me, Kashanya, where have you checked your credit recently that gave you that credit score?
I checked it at my bank.
Fantastic. Even great. Better news. All right. And what about some money set aside for this entire transaction, Kashanya? Have you been putting some money aside and have kind of a down payment amount that you're considering?
Yes, my current home is under contract. So once that home sells, I plan to put down 5 to 10%.
5 to 10%, okay. And what's the price range that you are looking at in terms of what does that 5 to 10% actually equate to be in a dollar amount? What's this next beautiful home that you want to get? How much are you looking to purchase?
I'm looking to purchase about $250,000.
All right. we're going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 12 to 25,000 is what we think to put down, correct?
Correct.
Fantastic. Lastly, let me ask you, Kashania, what line of work are you in?
I'm in the medical field. I'm a nurse practitioner.
Practitioner. And how long have you been with, is it a hospital?
I'm a clinic. I work in a pediatric clinic.
Okay, yep. How long have you been at the current clinic that you work at?
2.5 years.
Perfect. And I don't need to know an exact number. Can you just give me a ballpark of what your annual income is?
About 90.
Excellent. Are you the only one going on the loan, Kashania?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. This all looks incredibly promising, and I would say the next step, what we've just basically done here, Kashania, is, and you can appreciate this being in the medical industry, this was like doing a diagnostic over the phone, saying, hey, do you have a headache? Does your foot hurt? And all the kind of things that one is able to self-diagnose through the phone. The next step would be to send you to our website, so that it would be no different than asking somebody to come into the doctor and let's kind of get some x-rays, just so we can get a little more proof on what we have just pre-qualified.
I agree.
Okay. Tell you what, if you have a moment, our website is codemarkfinancial.com. And at the very bottom of that first page, you will see a link that reads full pre-qualification. Click that, a secure web app will pop up, and it's a very short form, but that will send in the details of where I can actually pull your credit, take a look at some income, and those other details, and I'll be able to circle back with you shortly after to firm up your pre-approval. That work?
That works.
I tell you what as well, so that the whole other rest of these eyes and ears that are listening to us, I'll call you back here shortly so that we can talk a little bit more in detail about loan programs and things like that too. Will you be available?
I will be available.
Fantastic.
I also have a few questions. Would you like me to ask those now or during the call back?
Let me call you back
so we have more details.
Yeah, let me call you back, and then you can ask me all the questions that you need, and think of anything else in between now and then, so that I can get very specific with you.
All right. Perfect.
Okay, Kashania, thanks for being such a good sport, and I will be circling back with you here shortly.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. So, as we said, let's go back, okay? We've got another potential home buyer here, right? A home buyer for me and for you, which is great. Kashania says that she's got a 716 credit score. This is great. Anything that's going to be above 640 is going to be awesome. And it's not that we can't do loans or that loan programs don't exist to be able to go lower than that, but borrowers just have more opportunities and more options when they are a 640 or higher. So the first thing that clicks off when somebody says anything above 640, I'm like, okay, good. I can shop this person anywhere, which is great, because then I can present more options for them. Tanya said she was a 716. Of course, where did I go? How do you know, Kashania? Where is that from? Because what am I fishing for? I'm fishing for, is it freecreditreport.com, creditkarma.com, again, all of the different online services that offer these details around our credit. Told me it was with her bank. That's a good sign, because I know also that the chances are that her credit score is a 716 is probably Johnny on the spot, which is awesome. Now, I further went into, do you have any money for a down payment? So guess what? You heard it. You've been in this situation before. She's trying to sell a house. As a matter of fact, congratulations, Kashania. She's got her house under contract. So what does that mean? He's got some calculations of money based off of the sales price of her home and what she's going to have to pay in realtor fees and closing fees if that was negotiated, on what she's going to net out of that deal. And in her case, she told me it was 5 to 10%. All right, 5 to 10% is a little bit vague for me, because 5 to 10% of what? Now, I went ahead and took that opportunity to lead into the conversation of, well, what are you looking at? Because we already know that when people are considering working with you and then ultimately with us, that they got a house that they have eyeballed and like, ooh, I want to go see it. And then you guys say, hey, have you been pre-qualified, right? Well, the whole objective, though, of that was to figure out what that 5 to 10% number was. He said she was looking at a house of 250. All right. Well, you guys have already learned what the calculation or multiplier of 3 looks like on annual income. So I'm already hoping in my mind she wants a $250,000 house. I need income that's going to be about 80 grand plus. What does Kashanya hit us with? $90,000 is what she says she makes as a nurse practitioner, which just makes me think that maybe I should really consider having another job. Just kidding. But $90,000 is incredibly strong. So 90,000 times 3 is 270. On top of that, though, Kashanya is going to put down about 5 to 10%, which is another $12 to $25 possible $1,000. We got some room to work with here. Kashanya, in my opinion, looks really, really strong in terms of being pre-qualified. Of course, where did I ask Kashanya to go to next? CodeMarkFinancial.com. So that way I could have her go through the secure approval process of filling out an online loan application where she's going to have to check a box authorizing me to pull her credit. I'll get to confirm that strong 716 that Kashanya has. She's going to have to submit some paycheck stubs along with some W-2s and some tax returns and some bank statements so I can actually see that 5 to 10% that's going to be coming from that sale of her home, as well as that $90,000 that she makes as a nurse practitioner. All right, guys, one more time. Take a look. Take a look right there at the 3 slides. My man Freddie's going to dial it in for you. So we said puzzle piece number 1 is credit. That's right. You're going to need credit to make this all happen. It is the gateway to the conversation of being pre-qualified. Number 2, you're hoping that you have a client that's got some money set aside for this. And I'll even have you consider, regardless if they're a veteran or if they're looking for some down payment assistance program, a buyer should have some money put aside for doing the real estate transaction as well as also the loan, because inspections are going to have to be done, earnest money is going to have to be paid, option fees are going to have to be invested in, as well as an appraisal. So there should be some money. And last is the income, because a bank is going to want to confirm that a borrower can actually pay back the loan. Okay, so now we have given you 2 demonstrations. Now you have a bit of the idea of what it really, really looks like for being pre-qualified. Look, guys, you can do this. As a matter of fact, you should be doing this. Look, we are all in a little bit of a crunch right now with what technology is doing to both you and to me, okay? How do we lend more value? Now, there's tons of technology companies that have you believe that we're going to lose our jobs. That's not going to happen. Might it happen one day? Maybe. By that time, though, you and me are going to be sitting on your yacht, and I'm going to be back there on my jet ski, and we're going to be saying cheers with that mimosa. But until then, we have got to build ourselves to be superstars in terms of the product and services that we are delivering to the consumer. Because guess what? Technology does afford them the opportunity, a tremendous amount of access to the information. But you have to be the Jedi in delivering the further substance behind that information. Because we all know that everything on the internet is true, right? All right, guys. I'm Mark McInerney, President and CEO of CodeMark Financial. This concludes, yes, this actually concludes, finally, the 5-minute pre-qual and the difference between pre-qualified and pre-approved. And look, you are on your way to becoming a superstar. We want to be your superstar. Why? So that when you deliver a superstar experience to your buyer and we deliver a superstar experience to the borrower, guess what they have? That's right, a superstar experience with the both of us. And do me a favor, would you? Like, comment, and share, and send this out to all the other agents that you would like to work with. Make them superstars too. I'll see you next time. I normally go that way. I'm going this way.